Welcome to another episode of Not Your Average Lives. And today I want to talk about the different online businesses that you could create because I think a lot of people don't really know how easy it is to earn money online. And I'm really passionate about people finding their passion and doing the work they love that's purpose driven and earning an income doing it so that they can do what they love and spend the rest of their life doing it. We spend so much of our time working. Why not do work we love? And I spent so much of my life doing work that made a paycheck when I could have been changing lives, doing what I love, and making that my job. So I finally figured that out late in life, and now I'm helping other women do that. And I have a workshop coming up. If you're watching this afterwards, it will be coming up again later. So always go to my website, notyouraverage.grandma.com, to check to see what's going on. But if you're listening to this before the middle of July, then you want to go to notyouraverage.grandma.com/secret steps and sign up for my workshop and hop right in. And if you're a little late, then there you can watch the replays and catch up. But it's a 5-day format, about 30 to 45 minutes a day of training. And in the workshop, I'm teaching my 5 secret steps to finding passion, purpose, and profit after the empty nest. Now, I do have a few non-empty nesters in the workshop, but it's perfectly fine. I think it's really great that people who are anticipating the empty nest start to plan for it, because it can be quite a shock when you get there and you haven't really prepared and you don't have a passion and you're left passionless because your kids were your passion. So I recommend that you start to do your research, you start to think about how you're going to fill your time once your nest empties. So non-empty nesters are welcome. People who are foreseeing an empty nest are welcome. So I basically narrowed it down to the main income generators that I've found, and I'm sure there's more, but I didn't want to have an hour-long podcast today. I want to make it quick. So I want to start. There's 4 types, and I'm going to go in order. So the first one is an online course. The second is a membership. The third is to be an affiliate. And if you've never heard of that term before, I'll explain it. And the fourth is to sell products. So I have done all of them. And I will say that it is good to have separate revenue streams. And when I was in network marketing, I remember going to a business conference, and it had nothing to do with the network marketing company I was in. I was just curious because I had signed up for this online business course, and it really opened up my eyes to other ideas. And when I went to the business conference, she said, the woman who put on the event, she said, you should always have several revenue streams. And it makes sense because it's like think of if you have a 9 to 5 job, that's one stream of income, and you get laid off and then you're screwed. And I've had so many people on my podcast who got laid off and they were like, now what? And most of them, and they wouldn't be on my podcast if they didn't have some transformational story, most of them, it led them to what they were meant to do and the passion that they're pursuing. But that's an example of you just have one stream of income coming in. And when you have your own business and it's an online business, you can have separate revenue streams. I mean, you can, as a 9 to 5 person, you can have a stock account. That's a separate income stream. You can have a side hustle. That's a separate income stream, but that's takes you more time. So let's start with an online course. An online course is something very simple, and there are amazing software systems that allow you to do that for not very much money. Of course, you're going to have a system because, you can't, it's hard to do it. I mean, you could have a Facebook group and do it, but it's very hard and it's not as well organized. And you're going to want kind of a portal where somebody logs in. But the thing I love about online courses is that we all have an expertise, even if we don't think we do. But we all have expertise. We have expertise in the skill set that we've developed. I mean, if you've just been a stay-at-home mom, I'm sure you have organizational skills that you've mastered that you can teach somebody. I am using my project management skills. So I created a whole unique system on how to organize and set passionate goals. I know people who have very interesting courses, how to teach people how to play guitars, uh, instruments, somebody who teaches people how to use their voice. Uh, and that's really key and important especially if you have an online business, because you're having to get on. If you hear the background noise, that's my dog barking. And I'm not going to be able to edit that out. But hey, that just goes to show you we can do this in our homes. We can have our business in our homes. So the online course aspect, it's funny because when I went to that event and learned about, oh gosh, I should have separate revenue streams, the first thing I did when I came home from that conference was create an online course. And I had a free group that I was running, and it was more personal development stuff, things that I had found helped me a lot. And so I thought, I'm going to just turn this into a course and teach it. But I didn't really know how to market it, and I didn't really know when you have an online business, you have to market it and you have to do sales. And so that was a whole piece that I didn't know. And it wasn't until about a year and a half ago when I signed up with a business coach and learned his system that things really took off. So I would say an online course is easy, but actually mastering it and really generating income on it, it does take some additional skills and education. If that intrigues you at all, then think about the things in your past that you've learned, things that you really love. Like my daughter's a good example. She became fascinated with crystals and she got certified as a crystal healer and practitioner. And so she now has a course on that. So, and it doesn't have to be something that you already know. It could be something you're just interested in, you want to learn. As an example, Tracy Morgan, who was just on a recent podcast episode, she didn't know anything about Facebook ads, but she learned them. And now she has a course that's like $500 that she teaches. There's so many different topics for online courses. And the great thing too is as a consumer, somebody who wants to learn, if there's something you're interested in, just Google it and there's probably a course online about it. You might be thinking, oh, well, I could teach this, but other people are teaching it. Well, other people are not you. You bring a uniqueness of your own delivery, of your own personality, of your own, you're gonna click with certain people, and they're not gonna click with somebody else that is teaching it. So the great thing about online courses is you can package it however you want to package it. And I remember one online course I took, I never saw the woman's face. The whole, every single lesson was just a PowerPoint presentation. So, and that was weird. I mean, you heard her voice, but I actually didn't like that course because I felt like it was like the Wizard of Oz, who's behind the curtain. So, and I think now, and this was early on in her internet business. And I think originally she was camera shy. Some people loved that and didn't mind that. I personally didn't like it, but she found her tribe. And then over time, she got more comfortable on camera, and she is more on video now. So that's kind of interesting. It also shows the evolution that you can start with what you're comfortable with and then kind of migrate to be on camera more with your course. So that's an online course business that you could create. Like I said, there's different softwares, and I've used two of them. The main ones are Thinkific, Teachable, and then Kajabi. Kajabi is a little bit more vast. It's not just a teaching platform. It's kind of like a one-stop shop. It's got more than just the ability to do courses. So you can do a membership, you can do emails, you can do landing pages, you can do your website. So the thing I love about Kajabi is that I was able to get rid of all of my other softwares and just use that. So there's all kinds of great, easy to use. So I know a lot of people, especially my age, they feel that they're not technical enough, and the help systems in these software packages, the people, first of all, in customer service are amazing. And Kajabi has a whole Facebook group, and you can learn so much stuff in there. But they have video tutorials, and there's people on YouTube that do tutorials. So don't ever use "I don't know the tech" as an excuse, because it's never been easier to learn the technology of what you need to learn to have your own business. All right, so the next is membership. So membership is basically where you just have a monthly fee. It can be a quarterly fee as well, or you can do it as a discount for quarterly, but you still, you have a monthly fee and then you reduce it. That's a whole nother episode on pricing, but the membership model is great. Usually the courses are more expensive. The membership model is lower priced, but some courses are there. Some people sell inexpensive courses, but the membership model, and some memberships are more expensive, like a business membership. I'm in a mastermind, a year-long mastermind, and it's $1,000 a month. So some can be very expensive, but I get a lot of education, equivalent of at least a master's degree, if not a PhD. No, I don't have to do a dissertation for it, but it's a vast amount of education that I get with that. And so it's totally worth it. And coaching, which is invaluable to have a business coach. So there's all kinds of different memberships. I know somebody who has a membership for people who are their job is doing lashes, and she teaches people how to run lash businesses. I know somebody, and she does pet photography, and she teaches people how to have a pet photography business, not just a photography business, a pet photography business. And so you can imagine these are very niche areas. And so think about something that you really, really know well. And memberships are usually have some sort of commitment where there's a workshop or a training or some sort of promise of every month you'll get X, Y, and Z. And I have a membership. It's called the Second Half Sisterhood Society. So yeah, I've done online course. I have a membership, and so it's not hard. The thing is, with online course, you can either sell it where it's just do it yourself, or you can sell it where you actually work with the people as a coach, which I do and love. See, I need that human touch, and I feel people have a better transformation when we have a connection and there's more accountability. With the do-it-yourself, there's not a lot of accountability, and especially if it's uh, a large set of lessons. If it's a small set of lessons, a DIY is fine, and a lower cost, it's fine. But I don't want people paying a lot of money for my course and then not having a transformation. So with the membership, there's a lot more. Usually there's connection with the other members of the membership. It's kind of like a tribe of people that are like-minded. So friendships are developed. Not to say that they can't develop in an online course, but the membership is more of an ongoing commitment. You think of a gym membership, and there are memberships for health and fitness that are really successful. Some people just do workouts and give workouts out. Some people have food memberships. I have a couple of friends. One, she does dinners. I think it's like she does 6 meals in 30 minutes, something amazing, or 12 meals in 30 minutes. Another one is more focused on kids and doing meals with your kids, and has a really great membership for that. There's just all kinds of memberships. The only limitation is your creative ability on what kind of membership that you want to have. Memberships are a great source of income for an online business owner. The next type is an affiliate. An affiliate, if you've not heard of an affiliate, it's when you can earn money based on somebody else's program or product or software. An example, a great example is Amazon. Anyone can be an Amazon affiliate. And when you're an Amazon affiliate, if you love to buy products and you like to share them with your friends, you'd be a perfect person to be an Amazon affiliate. Now, the Amazon affiliate model is, you're not going to make a ton of money unless you're really pitching products that are a higher cost. The percentage that you get is pretty low. It's great to be an affiliate around Christmas because the way the Amazon affiliate model works is that, let me give you an example. I love my spaghetti. I'm not even sure if I'm pronouncing it right, but it takes zucchini and makes it into zoodles. So I've posted that on Facebook and Instagram. I've said, oh, I love my spaghetti. And when you do that, you can share a link that is tied back to you if you're an affiliate. So when somebody goes to Amazon and says, I'm going to buy that spaghetti, you get a percentage, a small, small percentage of that. And, you know, spaghetti is $9.99 on Amazon. So it would be like a very, very small amount. But the neat thing is that if they buy anything else from Amazon during that session, you get that too. So you can imagine referring products around Christmas time and somebody's like, oh, by the way, I need to buy this, this, and this for Christmas gifts. And your product that you recommended is just one of them. That's kind of a really cool way to earn a little bit of income. So I have been an Amazon affiliate. However, it's not a big money maker for me. But I thought, why not? I mean, I'm sharing products. Why not just, I share books a lot. So I'll share my affiliate link because if people want to buy it, then I'll get a little, and it does not cost a person anymore. You're basically getting a referral fee. It's like, I referred this business to you and they're thanking me for it by giving me a little percentage. Now, an affiliate also works if you have taken a course and you really, really love the course, then you should reach out to the course trainer or owner and say, hey, do you have an affiliate program? Because there is a good chance that person does have an affiliate program, because people who have online courses, it's to their advantage to get referrals because they wouldn't have gotten that lead probably on their own. So a lot of these affiliate programs are like 40%. You get like, so if the course is $1,000 course, you can get $400 for leading somebody to them who purchases. So you can do that. And also there's software like Kajabi that I mentioned, which is the software I use. They have affiliate program and they give people a percentage when somebody new signs up and subscribes to Kajabi and uses Kajabi for their system. In fact, that's how I ended up getting Kajabi, was through my business coach because he recommended it. So you can be an affiliate through products, through courses, through software, and it's a great alternative source of income. I wouldn't consider it your primary unless you hook in with somebody who has a course that's a high-end course and doors open to that course like maybe 3 times a year, and then you affiliate for them, then it could be a pretty lucrative. But if you're not doing it in a way that is really strategic, where your income's going to be at a certain point, it's more of a little side income revenue generation stream, which is great to have. What the affiliate thing is all about is, if you love something, you want other people to know about it. You want to share it. I would never be an affiliate for something I did not like. So it's important to keep that in mind. And then the last type of online business you can do is sell products. And a lot of people do that. And I did that for a small period of time, between the time that I did my course and I didn't know what I was doing, and the course and the membership that I have now. I did, I have these t-shirts called They're Not Your Average Grandma. And, I've been Not Your Average Grandma for many years now. And so it was a couple years ago, I was like, I want a t-shirt. And people had asked me if I had a t-shirt, and I didn't. So I decided I would create t-shirts and I would sell them. And so I got a Shopify site. So Shopify is a platform where you can create products and sell them. And I love it because you can set up a drop ship setup, so you don't have to deal with the packaging and the going to the post office and all that. That's kind of my idea. It's like hands off, but there's a premium, right? So the more you pay to not do stuff, the less profit margin you have. And so I found that in order to make any money doing that, I had to price my t-shirts too high. And a lot of people aren't going to want to buy a $30 t-shirt. And I didn't want to get into the packaging, even though I probably could hire a couple of high school students to come over and package t-shirts. I also didn't want to pre-order product. And when you get into clothes too, you got to figure out like how many people are going to order small, medium, large. I did not want to get into having to spend a bunch of money on inventory and then not sell that inventory. And the drop ship model is you don't have to worry about that, right? You don't have to there's no upfront money to doing that. And then there's, other product businesses are like Etsy, Amazon. You can sell stuff on Amazon now. So there are a number of ways. And if you are really passionate about, like I mentioned, my daughter, she's really passionate about crystals. So she is going to create, and her husband comes from an e-commerce background. So they're going to create an online store where they sell crystals. But that is something that they're really passionate about and they want to do that. Products is a great way to sell something that you really love. The other reason I like it is because say you do an online event, and well, that's another actually way to make money online is you do an online event, like you do a retreat or you do some kind of an event and have speakers and you sell tickets to it. So you can, like my Not Your Average Grandma t-shirts, I can order t-shirts and sell them face to face at an event. So there are kind of different ways in which you can sell. You can just create the online store, order what you need, ship them, and then take them to an event type of thing. So again, it's depending on how creative you are, depending on what calls to you. And like anything else, I say really get quiet and do meditation, journal. It's always what I recommend because first of all, when you do that, ideas come to you. So the ideas will start flowing the quieter you get and the more that you turn off the noise. And the other thing is that the things that matter most will come up more often. You might look at all of these and say, they all sound appealing. I want to do a course and I'd love to have a membership. The great thing about membership is you got recurring revenue. Online course, if you set it kind of, you can do an automated delivery. So people do buy on an ongoing basis, but most people with courses, they have kind of a launch model where they open the doors like 3 times a year or whatever they decide to do. My coach now is just doing once a year. So you have those 3 times a year where you're earning income, but the membership every month, your income is rolling in. So some people like that model, and the affiliate model is really all over the place. There's kind of no guarantee of when that's going to come in. If you're working with somebody who does launches, you'll know more about that. But if you're doing where I just share products, that's whenever you share them. And then products, you never know either. And usually you just run ads to sell products, but you can do projections. So, you just have to decide what model you like best, what you're most comfortable with. I find too that it's just a big experiment, right? And that's one of the biggest lessons I've learned through doing all of these different things is sometimes you don't really even know if you like them until you've done them. and what you start with isn't what you end up with. So it always evolves, just like I said at the very beginning, when that person who I took her course, and it was I never saw her, I just saw a PowerPoint presentation. She evolved. She evolved, and her course evolved. And actually, what her original course was changed to a different course. So you will grow over doing, taking the action, and learning. And that's the most fun, I think. If you just look at it as a big adventure of, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to sign up and have my own online business, and I'm going to figure it out. And it doesn't have to be perfect. And I'm just going to get better at it. Just like when you started learning how to ride a bike, you were wobbly at first, and before too long, you were standing on the seat. So I hope this has helped you kind of understand the vastness of the opportunities that lie before you if you've had any inkling about taking what you know and sharing it with the world. People have so many, there's somebody in my workshop right now, and she sells doll clothes. And it's just so cool that she's really passionate about this. And little girls need doll clothes for their dolls, but it's not something that everybody does or can do. So, and she designs them. She doesn't just sell them. She designs them and creates them and makes them and then sells them. So she's really passionate about that. And I think that's a gift to the world, because there's a need. There are so many people that have ideas and are just sitting on them and not doing anything about them because they think there's not enough people. You don't need a zillion people. You just need the right people. And if you follow your heart and that's what's calling you, then that's what you're meant to do. So don't sit on it, just pursue it and just start to figure it out. And if you want to jump into my workshop, again, it's notyouraveragegrandma.com/secret steps. And if you miss it, then that link will get you into a wait list. So I'll be doing it again later in the summer, like August timeframe. So thanks for listening, and until next time, bye.
Thank you so much for tuning into the Not Your Average Lives podcast. If you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe on iTunes if you have an Apple device. You can find free resources and learn what else I have going on at the moment that might interest you on my website at notyouraveragegrandma.com. You can also find me on Instagram or Facebook at Not Your Average Grandma. If you liked this episode, it would make my heart so happy if you could leave me a 5-star rating. You can also add a review to let me know what you like about this podcast, which will help spread the word about it to others who need a little midlife inspiration. As always, be you, listen to your inner voice, and focus on reigniting that lost spark so you can start living your own, not your average life.